Hello, it's Mooson here, welcoming you back to another Town of Salem episode, playing as a survivor. The one thing I've learned is not to claim serve too early, because, it could, there's a strat where you could, a strat where you couldn't, but at least in my experience, what happens if you claim serve too early, the town recognizes the fact that you can side with the Mafia, and it's more likely that you would side with Marf than town, sort of late game. So it depends how we go first night. The other thing I have learned is not to use your vests very sparingly, because late game they might try and get you out of the way, and if you run out of vests, you're dead. Your roll's over. So, and our roll is to survive. So as long as we don't die too early on, randomly, like targeted random lynching or the Mafia kill. Mafia did not kill anyone, okay. That is what it is. Was Marf RB'd? Not likely, but, not impossible. Or they hit an immune. More likely they hit an immune. Yeah, no, but there's the Mafioso and the Godfather. So even if you RB the Mafioso or the Godfather, the other one still would have hit. That said it, but Jesus knows what's up. Jesus knows what's up. If I learn to spell one of these days. Yeah, I was RB'd, but I'm not Marf. Well, I guess, Fam claims escort, I guess. Fam claims escort. Or consort, if their target says they're not Marf, they could be Marf, just ball blocking a town, who knows? Night 2, I'm not going to vest yet. Not vesting. I should say not vesting is the official term, I think. And hopefully don't. I have been chatting, so who knows? They might just to target me. Nope, that's good. Left to the end, so I can win with anyone. That gives the role some freedom. Okay, Fam claimed escort. Could have been consort. Could not. So they were either executioner. So that gives some heat off of the person they said they RB'd. Ex-girlfriend. And Chantam, Sheriff, Law Mafia. I can say, yeah, we're actually Sheriff. Wasn't this night 2? So they just not. That was night 2. Oh, we have a werewolf. Was last night a full moon night? So does the werewolf go through the jailer? If the jailer jails a werewolf on full moon night, would that cause him to die? So Mafia is werewolf. Oh, one is Mafia. So Ling Ling Purse. It would come up as suspicious. He can't. came up as sus on Sheriff Will. Isn't that the escort? So consort. Or consort. It could be a famer, or you could be consort. Ling Ling press consort. Oh, sorry, Ling Ling less. Consort. Knight 3. I've been talking, so I might want to use a vest tonight. Just as a precaution. Okay. Still got 3 left. That's alright. Ex-girlfriend wasn't suspicious. Killed bad mafia. Oh. Rem. Well blocked. Ethan. So you're the real escort. Leiden immune. In a game where we know there's a werewolf. Just lynch one today, because we know that they are Marv. But we know they're suspicious, unless there is a framer. Either way, we get to confirm that. And sure, Leiden might be, but there are a few immune walls. One of them could be Exy. It could have been a doctor self-healing. It could have been a number of things. It could have been, well, it wouldn't have been this game, but it could have been a serve vesting. And they're saying get the werewolf. Alright, well, they got him up anyway. Is he saying anything? Let an escort Marv still frame me, man. A frame wouldn't make you immune. And it's possible, but why would you randomly set someone up unless you're sure you wanted to lynch them and get them out of the way? And roles that you would want to do that to as Mafia is werewolf. Says is in a... Well, it says you said in a... Can confirm he's in a bed, Jesus. Oh, I forgot about it. No, I'm English. Inno can confirm Inno. Why can you confirm Inno, sir? I'm not gonna vest. I'm probably gonna die tonight, but on the off chance I'm not attacked, I want to save my vests at this point. Might die tonight. Obviously. I was wall blocked. So if people were attacked, if the Mafia attacked him, it'll confirm, it'll take some heat off and make them think I'm not Marth, which is good in the long run. But was that a full moon night? And I was wall blocked. But does werewolf go through a wall block? If not, they might suspect I'm werewolf. These are the thoughts you need to Consider. Oh, that's not good. The werewolf stayed home. Yup. Did Pesto say anything the whole game? Werewolf stayed home. Yeah, they can go through an immune. Pesto wasn't spoken. Is he blackmailed? Let's just hang on. Yes, let's hang on already. I mean, I've been voting for that most nights anyway. Well, I don't know if there's any proof that there is a blackmailer. And all we know is that from night one, Ling Ling Les has been suspicious because of the sheriff's results. They're voting Pesto purely because he didn't speak until now. Well, that's more flimsy than a sheriff's will. Who brought that up? Who just said, "Oh, Pesto isn't speaking"? I'm saying I'm on already. Was vote Pesto for the stake. Prism randomly said Pesto hasn't spoken. I'm not gonna vest. Was it Prism? Okay, I'm not gonna write that. I can't be certain. Ling Ling Les died. Brutally murdered. Committed suicide and shot by Vitch. So what was their role? Ling Ling Les the escort. If I get killed, the SK werewolf is the last person I visited. But you were shot by Vitch. That doesn't apply. Yeah, I thought so, hey? It doesn't happen often, but when it does, you know, it feels good. Feels good. Okay, Prism. They're not changing it. What happened to him? He was killed by the Mafia. So they both... Oh no, he went and shot him, okay. Nice Vitch. Thanks for listening, Prism. Lynch Pesto. At this point I'm thinking Pesto and Leiden is sus. Is sus. Like, Leiden might be werewolf. Pesto, as soon as Prism started getting suspicious, oh look, he does to Mafia. It could have been set up, but it's... Put Pesto on trial. I'm tempted to do the same, to be honest. He claimed medium, but he isn't giving any details. Is he? And even if so, we can get details from the grave. You guys are flummery. He claimed medium. Vitch, only one who listened. He suspected you. Now he's dead. If you survive, we are hang. I mean, at the end of the day, I can win with any of the roles. So if Mafia start to gain the upper hand, I'll just say, oh, who do I suspect is Mafia at the moment? Okay, so he was werewolf. He was werewolf. Interesting. I mean, I didn't think he was werewolf. I didn't anticipate that. I knew it was sus, but I thought it might have been a Mafia role, not werewolf. And London Mafia saying is immune. So he's probably Executioner. Other immune roles. Self-heal doc. Night 6. Vesting. I'm gonna Vigent Vest. Nope. Okay. I've still got 2 left. Not the end of the world. Could have gone jest by now. Could have gone jest by now. I can't spell self. Guys. Listen to me. Samuel is Mafia member. Confirms it. Well, then agrees. I'm sheriff. Night 1, pesto werewolf. Sure, you can set it now. After he's dead, why didn't you come out with that earlier? That's suspicious. That's sus. Why not come out with that earlier? And just an excuse to vote up Simon Paris. That is massive suspicious. That is massive sus. Guys, I'm chef. That is so suspicious. Why would... Ask Skew. Ask... Who is it? Skew. Sus. Sheriff claim. Why not reveal that info earlier? And maybe they just want to get rid of someone who they know. He could be Mafia. Could be Marf. I'm not vesting at this point. Probably gonna die in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not dead. I'm getting lucky. So, if it gets to that point, okay. Maybe they hit an immune or was well blocked. Okay, Ethan roll. No one dying. Consort is dead. A werewolf wasn't there. They wall blocked me. That's why. Just, it's Samuel. Get Sam. Oh my god. He says one thing and everyone's just jumping on it. Like bloody bandwagoning. That could be falling for the most obvious jester bait ever. We listened. Sheriff can't find werewolf night 1, yes? Yeah, like that, no, that's suspicious. I look graveyard. I know, to me, he's massive suspicious. To be honest. Randomly coming out now saying 2 things. 1, that Pesto is werewolf, and 2, that Samuel Powers is Mafia. I have 2 vests? 2 vests. I have a feeling a Mafia might try and attack me. Even though I really, at this point, I mean, no one's dying. So I think town has this sort of unlocked. They've figured out who's who. Possibly. Or if they've found the RB target, they're just going to keep going with it. And so they're not going to be able to hit. Oh, okay, didn't do anything. We'll see how this pans out. Yeah, like they've found the targets. So, escort is... So escort is zeroed in. He's actually sheriff, but I think he made a mistake. Idiot town lynch Sam. Ask, what night did you find werewolf? Yeah, you just looked at that and right, so that's not a sheriff's will. If he is really a sheriff, he is bad. Ex-girlfriend. Not sus or GF. Okay, so they're voting up Sam. And ask, put in the ID of voting up Sam. So if Sam's innocent, then he's back on the block in my books. But we'll see how this goes. Much thinking to do. Not many kills have happened since the werewolf. My bad, sheriff. Okay. So I think Bird Jesus is really escort. And he's not saying anything. Ethan last month. Will blocked him. Oh, he's just... Nope, he's not. Okay. Fairly random will. And they're saying Ethan last month? Oh, will block him. I thought he said I will blocked him. So that's kind of game throwing. On his part. We should have this. But just in case he goes for last ditch, I'm going to use my last vest. And then we should have him tomorrow. And I'll win with town. Vesting. If they ask, I'm just going to go out straight away and claim serve. And then say, lynch Ethan. Okay. He didn't go out and attack me. He might have attacked someone else. Or he was still well blocked. Death's Mafia. The dead say Ethan is Muff as well. Shot Ethan. Yes, he'll be immune at night. Ahmed was immune. That's Lynch then. He's AFK. Yeah, okay. If he's not here, he's probably given up by now. Either way... John Smith is the witch. I'm Serve. What evidence is there that there's a witch? No. Where's the evidence? There's a witch. Lol. Nope. Where's the evidence there's a witch? I'm Serve. If there's a witch, someone is dying. I'm not witch. No one ever claimed they were controlled by a witch, ever. Why would you say that, man? Who said that, Rem? Why would you say that? Here's a thumb of a witch. Nope. I'm not. Couldn't have found us. So here was Godfather, yeah? Okay. So this should be a win. Yeah. There's no witch, man. I was served. Thanks for not killing me. Oh, I can't type. That was good stuff. Didn't have to start with Mafia. Town had it on lockdown. Last 3 kills. Werewolf, Mafioso, Godfather. A much better game with Survivor than... What was Linden? I do want to check what Linden was. Return to homepage. Linden. Here was the escort. And Burgess was Vig. Okay. Anyway, much better game than my transporter game, where I failed epically. Didn't screw up. There's not really any room to screw up as Survivor. It just sort of pushed the town along. If things start to go away from the town's favour, you try and figure out who Mafia is and side with them instead. But you do need to keep tabs and sort of still evaluate what's what, what's happening, to get a sort of read on the game, how it's progressing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.